Chokuzo! FYI, I think this is like the first like metal sword I've ever owned. I don't know if I gotta actually try swing this around at some point. But yeah, I love katanas. I love katanas too. I know they're not the greatest sword, but I do think of them as like the samurai, mystic swords, and I love the whole idea of samurai stuff like that. Also, I dug around in my toy box for like a minute, found a bunch of stuff, but then also I was looking for something specifically. Yo, Jimbo! He has a little bit of paint or something on his face. I gotta wash him. But yeah, Yo, Jimbo! The original Usagi. Samurai Rabbit. I think this might have been with like one of the... This is an old toy. This is a really old toy. Oh, it's not that old. Well, maybe it is. 1999. So I guess, yeah, maybe he's a bit old. He's 22? 21 years old? 22 years old. He's 22 years old. He can drink. But, yeah, I finally saw the second season of Usagi Chronicles, which I was going to do like how I did. I react to the trailer for it, but there doesn't seem to be a trailer, and all they did was, it was just, clips of, all the clips, 5-minute clips of scenes in the I don't know why they did that. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So I found, the 2D anime thing. I'm not going to react to all this, because that's, 7 minutes. And knowing me, I'd be here all day. But I will say, I liked Season 2. And here's the thing, too. Looking at these 2D animation things, I kind of would have loved if the show was in this CGI or this 2D style, because it looks really good. Or hell, I actually noticed one thing that would have actually helped a lot. Also, can I? You know what? Let's go to Gaijin Goomba's this video real quick. I'm not gonna listen to this whole thing. I'm not gonna let this whole thing react to it. But I do want to. But it has clips, so I'm gonna use that. But also, I think the funniest thing I could probably say about this right now is I love how Gaijin Goomba, for some reason, thought, yes, Usagi Chronicles, the Samurai Rabbit, was gonna be culturally, I don't know. It says a cultural mess. So I can only assume that he's like, this doesn't make any sense. This isn't how culturalism would be. I'm like, yeah, no duh. That's look at the TG and Ninja Turtles. Yes, they learned all of ninjutsu through a book they found in the trash. Or, what was the other one? It was, or they found in the sewer. And then another one was that, yes, Master Splinter learned ninjutsu by training while his master, who was an actual person, was killed by the Shredder, and then the Mutant Goo made it to where, yes, now I can actually train, and I'm just saying. But, this doesn't have any bit of Season 2, does it? No, it doesn't. Actually, I gotta, you do have Ninja Turtles right here, so maybe, I'll probably watch this video later. But, let's see here. Yo, Jimbo! Which I actually like his kimono style more than his samurai armor, but still. This season was pretty badass. It picks up where the last one left off, where the giant butterfly was in the sky. God, I really wish there was a whole trailer so I could look at that. There was a giant butterfly in the sky. Kind of looks like right after the first... It does take place after the first season. And basically... I don't know how to... God, it's been a minute since I had, I didn't have anything to kind of really go off of it. But basically, Usagi's like, yes, I am a master yokai, whatever. And then, I'm a master yokai, whatever. And then he immediately gets told, after his friends get Kikishi weapons, and he basically kind of screws them over in a fight. He's like, you know what, let's just fight with the Kikishi weapons. Because the Keystone gave the Kikishi weapons in case something bad happened, which, I'll say right now, out of all of them, Like, I honestly do like the yo-yo Kikishi weapon of Usagi because his weapon is the most support class weapon. Like, yeah, he can fight Kikishi. Like, everyone else is like, ah, yes, like, man, I would love, hold on. I assume this is episode 1, right? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is episode 1 of it. They all get Kikishi weapons, which are kind of badass. Which also, I do find it funny that, like, but yeah, like, they get their Kikishi weapons, which actually I just noticed this too, because the clavis, or whatever the hell that thing is, attached to the keystone. Let's see.
The keystone is awakening the Kaikishi shrine.
Wait a minute.
I must be getting another Kaikishi weapon. The keystone knows I'm too advanced for this yo-yo now. No offense, yo-yo. You're cool. You're cool.
That yo-yo is one of the best weapons he has. Not fighting, but support class, definitely. It's freaking great. But they each get their own new Kikishi weapons. Gen gets 2 mallets, which I guess the big, I don't know, the power, I guess, of it? Like, all it is that they merge together to make a bigger weapon, and that's kind of it. Or, it also that, like, Kikishi weapons can fight ghosts. Shizu gets a bow, which actually is pretty badass. I think out of the 3 of them, she has, like, the most, out of the 4 of them, hers is probably the most, like, I don't know, better weapon, because her bow, not only does it shrink down so that she can carry it easier, even though Kitsune is pretty cool because it just kind of disappears, but her bow can also create, like, trick arrows and all this stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of badass and very utility. Then you have, Kitsune is the first one? But, yeah, so basically Usagi thinks, oh, yes, I am a master swordsman now. And, yeah, he's not. Or a master Kikishi. And there's a whole thing where he's trying to, like, let's see. I think maybe this will show it.
You know, one of those very precise things.
Our mother was the...
But there's a whole thing where he's trying to learn how to meditate throughout this season. The MONKIE are now, I guess those the bad guys, which I guess they're all just robots. I think they leave it open where there might be a season 3. It'd be kind of weird. I think if they don't make one. But the Kikishi weapon, not Kikishi weapon, the MONKIE, which are the robot guys. There's a few storylines, and let me see if I can figure out something in my brain to make this all make sense. There's the storyline of this guy needed learning how to meditate, where he either meditates too hard and he gets completely zoned out, or he meditates too little. Yeah, he like... This gives me the Five Nights at Freddy's, like, custom night thing. But he either meditates too much where he like completely blacks out, or he meditates too little, and there's that thing. There's the meditation storyline. Then there's also the Kikyo storyline, where Kitsune finds like a little egg thing, and he takes care of it, and eventually that turns out to be part of a mechanization or mecha that actually wait, I think that I'm actually able to find. Let me see. Yeah, it's right here. Let's see. Yeah, because she has like the center one.
The 5 biomechs will all come together to form a terrible weapon. The Mega Biomech.
There's the Kikyo storyline with the Mecha Biomech. There's obviously the Machine. There's a side storyline where Usagi's trying to find Yojimbo's sword, which I thought was the one he already had, but then I remembered no. If I remember correctly, that sword was made by his grandma when she was younger, and then they just attached the keystone piece to that sword. But that wasn't the original Usagi's sword, if I'm remembering correctly. But there's that storyline where they eventually have to find that sword so they can cut the that's part of the clavicle storyline, because they got to cut the thing off of the keystone, which it turns out that I didn't really even notice. It slowly grew more because also that the keystone is no longer talking to the bear. I can't remember his name. This thing, little thing right here, that little veins where it's draining power because it's channeling up to the goddamn thing. Wow, they really showed the invasion on here. And then obviously there's the Machina one, which I love how I kind of love this like mechanical bad guys too, because they are straight invaders, and I like kind of their strategy, because it has like that fun like samurai bits where, let's put it this way, Ninja Batman, for some dumb reason, apparently so did like the Black Samurai anime that came out that was apparently shitty as hell and disrespectful to the actual guy. For some, like, the most like anime-esque thing is obviously like giant robots, which this robot wasn't even that giant, which kind of made me sad. I'm like, oh man, I wanted a giant Jaeger. But also, is it here? The bad guys also literally had, let me see. Where is it? I thought I saw it here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
I live in here now.
They have a kaiju. The bad guys have a giant kaiju. The only thing that's not robotic. Also, they built a giant mech to fight, to fight the kaiju, which also, like, you gotta love how much that kaiju is just Godzilla, but not Godzilla. Also, I do love that, I'm pretty sure they just took, like, certain parts of different buildings and just, like, put them together. Like, the creators of the show, they're like, we're not building a giant mech, which, again, like, I feel like CGI can hold back a show a lot of times. Mind you, the show does really well with what it has. But I honestly do feel like if it would have been more 2D style like this, it probably would have looked a lot better. I legitimately do think that. Because even, like, I love how Usagi looks in this art style, too. Like, this painted art style. Like, I wonder how... It probably would be extremely expensive, more than they would want to put on Usagi Chronicles. But I would love a whole CGI show, like, with this art style. This gives me Okami feel. If anything, they should take a note from Okami. Hold on. Like, something like this. Like, have it to where you have it kind of, whispery kind of thing. Have it, God, this game looks so good even now. Have it to where, like, you have these thick lines around Usagi and stuff. Maybe like, not as watercolor-like, but, like, they could make an entire a show like this. They made an entire game like this. Like, and the thing is, this game looks fucking phenomenal. God. They could make an entire show with, like, this kind of art style. Like, mixing the two. I legit think they could do it, and it would be amazing. Anyway, so let's see. Usagi meditation thing. The Kikyo one. The Mechane coming in with the kaijus. Oh! Usagi no longer fighting the yokai and actually being friends with the yokai. I actually like that. Because you even got, who was like oh my god. Oh wait, now I find the giant ass kaiju.
They possess a myriad of other terror.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you have the original Machine robots. You have this giant. You have this things which are what Kikyo eventually turns into, then merge into this.
Weapons.
This is the mountain that they live in, or it's called the mountain.
Conquered by
These are the main bad guy from the first season, that yokai. These are his people, which now just puts more idea of like, or a question of like, are yokai just aliens? Are they magical creatures? I don't entirely know. I feel like, or maybe it's just that they're spirit. I think he said like they're spiritual entities, and maybe that's close enough to a regular yokai, I guess.
the Unu. I was the leader.
That's the guy. That's him before they put the mask on his
We
face.
fought bravely, but within hours,
Yeah, look at that. That's a badass. That is badass as all hell.
people were all captured. I was forced to do the Machine's bidding. They sent me here to open a gateway to your world.
Yeah, see?
And now, I am afraid it is yours.
God, look at that. So, how cool would it have been if like the entire show looked like this? Mind you, I am dunking on the CGI of it, but also it's because like I do like some of the characters that like Usagi. Usagi, I think honestly, one thing that might actually make me like the CGI a little bit more is because I noticed this with Kitsune, but Usagi if they would have did like, I don't know, eyeliner on Usagi, giving him like, actually, hold on. I'm sorry that I'm everywhere right now with this, but like, I think like my major issue, and maybe this would probably help it too, make me like this more, even though like, again, like there are obviously limitations to the CGI where like, okay, well, we got to reuse assets as best as we goddamn can. But let's see here. All I need is black, honestly. Let me see. Kinda. Let me see. He kind of gives them more of an emo look. I'm trying to see if I can, because I really like. That's not what I wanted to go to. I really like this. Oh wait. Maybe it's more of the shape of the eyes too. I don't know. Like maybe if I don't know. Maybe just the lining is too thick that I'm putting on here. But like the idea, of, like outlining his eyes a little bit more. Did not want to click there. Outlining his eyes a little bit more. But oh yeah, the yokai friend thing is cool because the bone demon, he eventually convinces the bone demon to kind of join the team and like makes friends with him. Tengu's obviously part of his team. The big bad from last season is now like a war veteran who nearly died. His people are stuck in an orb and is now part of their team now too. Like, it's kind of like in Steven Universe when like they like the whole first season was like, oh yes, we're fighting the corrupted gems, but like by season 2, the corrupted gems actually like they let them out and like started working with the gems instead of just making them bad guys that then kind of disappeared after that. And it was like, what? Why are they just gone? Like, why? That is just that was one of the biggest things that bugged the hell out of me in Samurai Jack in Steven Universe. But there was that whole thing. A few things I did like was Usagi. The original Usagi appears like in all his glory, which is badass. The kaijus, obviously the kaiju I liked. You also, I don't know if it's the case, also spoilers for that, but like he learned that when he eventually actually learns meditation. Oh yeah, wait. There he is, the actual one. I'm like, hell yeah. Oh yeah, you see the clavicle has like completely encased it. But yeah, this thing. Let me go back to the yo-yo. I'm sorry, I'm jumping everywhere. The yo-yo is one of the best weapons again because it allows him to connect with different things. It saved his ass when his soul got stuck in that bubble. It can capture things. It's not an offensive weapon, obviously, no, but it's one of the best support weapons you could have, which is great because his sword and stuff is his defensive weapons. Though I will say, I kind of would have liked if he would have been wielding his grandfather's sword, Yojimbo's sword, along with his grandmother's sword, but whatever. Or auntie's sword. I think it was aunt, actually. Oh, so yeah, let me see here. Are they gonna... Oh, wait. Oh, they don't show it? Oh, that's smart. Basically, he becomes Susanoo from Naruto. He gains like a Susanoo armor kind of thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of badass. But, yeah, Yojimbo actually makes an appearance, though, outside of,
Listen to your heart.
outside of just his, flashbacks. Which, it looks pretty good. I don't know, it's something up with Usagi's eyes that kind of just looks off to me. I don't know. But even his outfit I actually really like. And I kind of like when you see Usagi and these two compared to each other. Like, you could definitely see, this is an evolution of his clothing, which is kind of badass. Like, that style and everything. I don't know. But, God, I am just everywhere, and I apologize for that. Tengu is in this again, but, family together thing. There's a lot of bit of family, too, with, they gave Kitsune a birthday party at one episode. They, Shizu becomes the, leader of the Ninja Neko clan, which I kind of like how dark it kind of gets. Like, she talks about, how she has to fight him.
Authority, it will be over quickly.
Because they have to fight a battle to the death, pretty much.
And then my only choice will be to haunt this place as hard as I can.
And
But if I win, then I become Lady Chizu, leader of the Neko Ninja crew.
which I will say, it does kind of suck that. Spoilers for this too. Also, I do like how they actually turn these symbols into like a kappa. But it does kind of suck that she does become Lady Shizu and becomes ruler of the Neko Ninja Clan, and then kind of like towards the end, like only one ninja is loyal to her, and everyone else betrays her. It goes back with Miss Fluffles. But she does save the kids, which is pretty cool because there's a whole thing with her being kids. The thing, and like I kind of like how they have like Kitsune's kind of, they say big sister, but she's kind of was the parent to Kikyo, the robot, and then Shizu becomes and Shizu is kind of a mother figure to, or becomes the leader of the Neko group, as well as kind of a mother figure a little bit to the kittens. I like that. That was actually a cool little side story too. It kind of sucks that the Ninja Clan straight betrays her at one point, and then basically, God, it just kind of sucks a little bit, because. And then, like, she, like, eventually, like, you know, they go back with Miss Fluffles. Miss Fluffles here. But then Shizu goes, you know, I better never see you kidnap kids again or we'll blow you up with our mech, like they have. But then I'm like, yeah, but that means, like, this would be the last generation of ninja that would be in this. And, like, they most likely would either try to kill you first or, like, just ignore you and just move somewhere else and still kidnap children who become I'm just like, I don't like that, but I guess, and like I feel like it's more the status quo of we need to keep the Neko Ninja as bad guys, but I'm like, whatever. But yeah, it was cool. I liked Usagi becoming friends with the yokai. I liked this. I like the idea of like the found family, obviously between all of them, between the main four, and then also like Shizu trying to become the leader for the Neko Ninja, Kitsune. God, there was this whole thing, which was a thing. I like the art style of this too. God, look at this. Look how cool this would have been if they would have... Honestly, a live action, like a comic of this would look badass as all hell. I love the freaking kaiju that they have, which is the only thing that's not mechanical. I like the thing with the yokais here. Like, it's legitimately kind of badass. Also, there's this whole, like, pink elephants thing that happens. Like, it even sounds like that music, where, like, he basically freaks out about all the germs, and... It's weird. It's kind of creepy, honestly, too. But yeah, this just looks badass, like, legitimately. I kind of would love to see more of this, but this is bad. Season 2 was good. It's sorry it took me so long to review this. I'm also going to review Inside Job, and that'll probably be it. Like, I'm going to have these uploading with, well, it might actually be after Inside Job review, because I'm going to be gone for a bit, so. But anyway, somebody in the comments below, I'm going to be, like, just out of time for vacation, but thanks for watching. I'm sorry that this video is everywhere. Actually, you know what, before I actually end this, let me see. Usagi, they all have demon slaying weapons. There's no door to the Mushroom Kingdom in this part of Pirate Town. Oh yeah, they said that one. It was like a Paper Mario reference, I think. Usagi's actually wanting to be a sensei. Yeah. Why is the rhino's form of punishment? I'll sit on you. Right! Hold on. Hold on. God, how long is this video already? It's already probably 20 minutes. Hold on. Oh, God, it's already 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to try to speed run through this. I probably should have looked at my notes beforehand. At one point, Usagi annoyed them so much, and then the rhino was like, I will sit on you. I'm like, what? And then, oh, yeah, the rhino's parents were doctors. Oh, yeah, wait, that's actually here. Hold on. I was trying to remember that. Both the Rhino twins' parents were doctors.
Then, late one night,
and after they helped a bad guy get healed, pretty much like they got excommunicated by the community, and then the Inus took up the hospital, and that's why like Gen goes there and feels at home. I'm like, that makes sense. Kishi weapons can't trap like Usagi's. Yeah, the other Kishi weapons can't do what Usagi's yo-yo can, which, yeah, Shizu can make trick arrows. The kids literally are raised to question someone saying they've come to rescue them. Oh, yeah, that was a really messed up bit where the Neko ninjas, where Shizu and Kitsune get to the ninjas and, like, try to the kids, like, look, we'll take you, like, we're going to take you somewhere safer. And the kids go, hold on, this is a loyalty test from Lady, whatever the hell her name is, Lady Fluffles. And I'm just like, holy shit, like, they brainwash these kids, and we're like, if you even try to, like, we're going to test you. I'm like, that's so that's some, like, high-level, like, messed upness with brains. We love trampolines. They bring in much business. That's what the doctor said. And the doctors have a bunch of dark jokes, which is great. The little Inu doctors like, oh yeah, I love this place where you get that shit beat out of you because you guys have to come to us to get your bones fixed. Kitsune wants Shizu to cut off the old cat's face and wear it. Oh yeah, that's great. This season has a lot of family they made and not trying to break it up. Yeah, that's a really good one. Kill the Shogun. Right, yeah, because the Shogun just keeps annoying the shit out of all of them. Yeah, like he knew where the ninja cat things are and tried to walk in there and boss them around. And Shizu eventually had to be like, get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, sometimes being old tricks kids into thinking you're smart. That's what the bear said, which is great. Which also, there's a whole episode where they had to go, I forgot why they went down to the... Oh, they're trying to get the bubble. The quantum bubble that has all of this guy's people in it, like frozen in time and stuff. They go down to his ship, and basically the bear wants to feel useful, which in turn throws everything out of whack, and like the robots are coming in, and like he's like, don't destroy them, and they obviously start destroying because the robots are trying to kill them, and he's putting himself in danger of their weapons because he can actually get hurt by their weapons. They destroy all the robots. He's like, and like one point he stops them, and like they get away with the orb or whatever. He's like, I told you not to, and like they get trapped in the cave. All the guys get trapped in the cave, and he goes, I told you not to destroy them. Now all I had to do was look at this robot arm and figure out something. And he figured out so much from that. And I'm like, you're an idiot. And then later on, they find that there's like, the robots brought printers to print new robots. But they, like, oh my god, oh my god, they have 3D printers that can print robots. Like, they know that the good guys know that they have to fight these robots soon. It's like, how amazing would it be if they got one of these printers and they started printing out their own army or printing out parts for the giant mech robot? No, the bear just destroys all 3 of them. And I'm just like, you gave them so much shit for destroying robots that you could have easily had studied. Because the whole thing was like, oh, you need them alive to study them. And it's like, no, you don't. You can study them when they're destroyed. But you destroy a printer that could literally make an army to fight off these things. I'm like, you're an idiot. I also do like that they kind of set up like, he's kind of like Usagi's surrogate dad, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm like, you're an idiot. He can't, oh yeah, Usagi can't wear sunglasses. Usagi can't wear sunglasses that the moles gave him, but because of his ear placement, but that doesn't make any damn sense when the moles don't have ear placement. It's like, alright, whatever. Coming to Usagi's side, Tetsujin, yeah, that's his name, is in way of making the mission way harder. They literally just studied the destroyed bots. How was he so mad about them destroying the bots to study them when he literally destroying a machine that could build his Jaeger? Yep. Wait, Usagi's sword isn't yeah, right. I remember now. Yeah, that's why I remember that's not his sword. That was in Miyamoto's sword. No one wants the valley because it's haunted by ghosts. Oh yeah, that was a whole thing with like these boars and ghosts and stuff like that. Yeah, it was okay. It was pretty much like the Divide episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's pretty much exactly what it was. But they reused assets for the buildings, tricked the spy easily. Oh yeah, she's just like, oh yeah, this is the plan. And then the spy left, and he's like, okay, let's use the actual plan. Fua, which is Lady Fluffles. Oh yeah, she goes, Lady Fua goes, oh yeah, I've been training since our last, because she's who wins, obviously, the final. And she goes, I have been training since the last battle we've had. Want to see me crack a walnut with my butt? And Shizu goes, no. And one of the Ninja Cats goes, I actually kind of want to see that. And I'm like, there's a lot of butt play, butt stuff. There's a lot of butt things going on here. I'm like, But you know what? It is better than the farting ones from Dragon Prince. God. I looked up on Twitter for that stuff. Oh my God. Like, so many people were like, no! And I'm like, yeah, okay. Aliens have kaijus and biomechs. They made the war machines to a valley. They made the war machine into a valley girl. Oh yeah, because Kikyo talks like Kitsune. Pink elephant's germs. Where did they get a towel? Oh yeah, the yokai guy got a towel inside when they went inside the mountain and flew in through the butthole of the mountain. The mountain's like the giant, the mech, the bad guy's home base or whatever.
Mechanical monster of unfathomable power.
I guess
the Machinae possess
let me see.
A myriad of other terrible weapons.
Yeah, inside this, which does actually look like a mountain. It kind of looks like Mount Fuji. Power Kikyo with the keystone. Yeah, because the power, I guess like the power all came from a different dimension, but then like she kind of just died, but then just like they just put a battery on her. Like, all right, but yeah, this season was great. It was fun. Sorry if I talked too damn much. There's just a lot to talk about. But yeah, this is great. I enjoyed it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Yo, Jimbo. But This is great. This was fun. Like it took me a minute to watch because of my Netflix being messed up, but also like I do love how romanticized, like I love romanticized Japan a lot. Samurai versus ninja, even though like ninja weren't actually like a class of person, it was like, you know, spies. If anything, ninjas were like a subclass to like a samurai. Samurai weren't as noble as they actually were and all this shit. But I love the romanticized version of the same way of like romanticized cowboys and stuff. Like it's really good. I like this one too. Again, the romanticizedness of the samurai bits along with yokais and all this stuff. Like I love it. I love it a lot. But also like there was one bit where like he's trying to pick the sword that's Yojimbo's, and he like there's a bunch of them like I am a sword that killed all these people and all this stuff, and like all these different things. It's kind of really dark, but also like I like how this show can go dark, but then also, you know, still keep upbeat and stuff. It doesn't have like I like Dragon Prince again, but Dragon Prince has some really stupid jokes in it, or very kid jokes, and it's like really? When I feel like this show actually does that way better. I don't know. But tell me what you think of Logan's watching. Again, I would prefer this as a 2D show. Like, here's the thing. Give this show, like, I know you can't probably do it now, but I would love if they did. Give this show, like, story, script, all this. Give all of it to the guys who made Monkey Kid and the Rise of TMNT. Give it to them. Because I would love to see them do insane shit with Usagi's, like, sword wielding stuff like that. Because that's also the thing, too. The fights aren't all the greatest in CGI. And I always feel too But animated, it feels so good. And I really feel like the Monkey Kid people could definitely do that. I don't know. But tell me what you think of the comments. Watch your videos. I've done links from my face. Subscribe to my videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. Again, I love this art style, but I and the CGI, I just wish it would look more kind of like this. Again, give it that Okami feel. But anyways, tell me what you think. Watch your videos. I've done links from my face. Subscribe to my videos, and we will see you later. Ah, shit.